here. Come on, look at girl, look at my light. I cannot wait to get my stuff out right. Come on in here, y'all. Come on in here with your queen today. Come on. I know it's what? Super Bowl Sunday. I know. I already know. I already know. And I'm not gonna hold y'all on either. I really am not, because them chicken wings is calling Miss J. Look, did y'all see my reel I put up uh about me how I do my chicken wings? They've been sauteed. We're gonna let them saute till 7 o'clock. So I know they're gonna be good and hot. Good and hot. Huh? Marinate. Yeah, marinate. Thank you. Yeah, I got my daughter in here with me today, y'all. She's not gonna come up on camera till she's ready. I leave it up to her. But yes, y'all get on in here. Let me shout, hey, Captivating Pookie. Thank you for coming in here. Thank you for coming in here. I got to shout out my viewers first before I even get started. Hey, sweetheart. You have to check me out. Thank you, because this is a mess. This is gonna be a 3-parter. I got to do this in 3 different parts, 3 different times, because it's a lot. And y'all know Miss J don't like to keep y'all too long. I try not to. And again, y'all forgive my lighting right now. Y'all know, those that follow me know I got a situation with my actual camera. So I'm using my FaceTime camera from my iMac, and I do not like the way it look. I am a stickler for stuff being bright. So we gonna make it work today. We gonna make it work today. Come on in here. Come on in here. Thank y'all for being. Y'all hold up. I get this ring light right. Y'all come on in here. Come on in here. Come on in here. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on, cause we're gonna talk about Miss Gail Lewis. Yeah, and her hubby Harold. What the hell is wrong with Harold? What is wrong with Harold, y'all? But let me say this: we're not gonna be judging people. We're not gonna be calling names, and we're gonna try not to. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way, because this topic here, we're talking about someone committing infidelity in adultery. Somebody done been through it. You see what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. But that's the way we're going to do this today. Y'all come on in here. Let me see who else in here with me. Come on in here. Y'all sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So welcome to what? Let me move this over here real good. Miss J Speaks Talk Show and Podcast. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I don't even put my titties all in your face. But y'all know how Miss J is. Y'all know I keep it real with y'all. There we go. My plug came out of my ring light, y'all. All right, had to put it back. All right, and I'm also live on my Instagram. Hey, my Instagram babies over there. I see y'all. Y'all come on in here. Y'all come on, come on. So anyway, yes, welcome to Miss J Speaks Unfiltered. Miss J's Unfiltered Talk Show and Podcast, right? Y'all got to excuse me with that blunder, because you talking about 3 years. I've been Miss J Speaks Talk Show and Podcast too. And I made a business decision to change it, because I did not like having that Roman number 2 behind. Cause y'all know the first one my first page got stolen from me 5 months into my business. So that's why I put the Roman number 2 behind. Got tired of it. So it's Miss J's Unfiltered Talk Show and Podcast. Hey, Miss Dean, there go the birthday girl. There go the birthday girl right there. Yes, yes, yes. So y'all, I did that blunder, but it's okay. It's okay. Y'all welcome on in here. All right, so y'all let me see. Tay Tamika, I got to shout my viewers out. Hello, loves. Thank you, Dina, for sprinkling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And y'all already know, if anybody want to come up here live with me, now you don't have to show your face. You can put your avatar and still have this kind of conversation with me. We can do this, okay? Y'all know how I do. Y'all know that's how I like to get down. Have people up here with me, and if you don't, it's okay. It's okay. Do it the next time, okay? Be my special guest co-host the next time. It's all right. But yes, you're welcome, Dana. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank y'all for sprinkling. Thank y'all for sprinkling. So let me put this up here. So next thing I want to holler out are my birthdays. Yes, number first day, Miss Dina Brown. Yes, birthday girl. Birthday girl. Yes, 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 yes. Miss Dina Brown. That's this is my birthday segment. Anybody got a birthday? Sometimes people send it to me, sometimes they don't. But I do remember this right here. Here we go. Birthday time. Birthday segment Yes. Yes. So here we go. I know of Miss Dina Brown birthday. Happy birthday to you, sweetheart. Wonderful lady, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, she has a page. She has several pages. But her main one is Dina's Life. Go follow her. She play a lot of she does a lot of games and stuff on her platform. And she's like me, she keeps it 100 on. She's talking about her life. Now, if you the type of person don't want to hear that kind of stuff or cringe at that kind of stuff, or why she talking about that, don't even bother, because everybody got a right to do what they want to do on their platform, as long as it's going to be trying to help somebody, or try to get somebody in the mode to be able to tell their story. They feel that they can tell their story. You okay, baby? Okay. So yes, Dina Brown, happy birthday, love. Happy birthday. And y'all know what? I'm about to burn up out here. I got my fan. That's why I'm hot. Y'all know what? The fan is turned the opposite way. See how Miss J do? But let me turn my fan back this way, y'all, because I'm sweating like a motherfucker in here. It's hot in here, y'all. Hold on. I don't mean to put my ass all in your face, but hold on. Hold on. That's why it's hot in here. Got the daggone fan. Turn the daggone opposite way. Woo-wee. Go ahead on, Miss J. Go ahead on, girl. You doing it, girl. You doing it. All right. So yes, and y'all do see my shirt. But yes, happy birthday. Anybody else that got a birthday that want me to shout out, let me know. Put in the comments, and I'll do it real quick. Any type of birthdays or anniversaries, I'll do it real quick. That's part of my segment. Wow. Y'all went from the 7. Y'all got snow today, Dina? Wow. Well, it's about, in my studio out here, it's going 78 degrees in here. Yes, in my studio. I see my babies over here at I see my babies over here in my on my IG page. I see y'all. I'm gonna try to answer y'all questions too, because I got my phone sitting right here. I'm trying to do that, okay? But anyway, happy birthday, happy anniversary to those that have an anniversary, right? So I'm gonna go on and get started. What I'm gonna do with this, I'm gonna let her tell her story. Gail Lewis is gonna tell her story. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a conversation about it. This is part 1. I'm telling y'all, I got to do this in 3 parts, maybe 4 parts, because it's a lot to it. Okay, it's a lot to it. All right, so let me pull Gail on up, and she's getting ready to tell her story. Y'all listen, pay attention, because I got notes down. Pay attention. Hello, Renata Joy. Hey, love. Thank you for coming in here. I appreciate that. So I'm going to bring Gail up, and she's going to tell her story. Okay? Y'all listen. Take notes. Just listen. All right? It's really messy, y'all. It's messy. It's really messy. It is really messy. Let me turn my volume up. When I tell y'all it's messy, it is really messy.
Well, it's story time in regards to that video I posted this morning of my husband and his mistress at the Atlanta airport. So, let me just preface this by saying, I'm a nice person. I'm a sweet person. I'll do anything for my family and my friends. And I'll help anybody out. Try to stay in my own lane. I try not to bother anyone or do any of that.
Listen.
But when people play in my face and plot and plan and do foul stuff, I'm not so nice anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how most of us are. So let me start by saying on October 29th of 2022, my husband was scheduled to come home from a trip from Europe. He told me he'd been over there working. And he worked a lot for his, his corporate job. I thought he was working anyway. Told me he had a speaking engagement in Europe. So I wanted to make sure that I had dinner and everything ready for him by the time he got home. So I called the airline. So I knew the flight number. And I was driving, so I couldn't, type it in my computer, because usually if you just type a flight number in, it'll just pop up what time the flight's going to land. So I had to call the airline that day. And when I asked the flight attendant, or not the flight attendant, I'm sorry, but the representative, what time that flight came in, he asked for my husband's name. And I was like, you don't need his name. I was like, just give me the flight information. If I typed it in, I just need the flight information. You don't need his name. So he was adamant about me giving the name. So I gave him the name. He comes back a few minutes later and he says, Mr. Such and Such and Miss what's her name landed 20 minutes ago. So I'm in shock, because I've been married 25, 26 years, and I'm thinking I'm just married to this upstanding citizen. So I said, no, just his name. I don't know who that other person is, but just his name. And the guy states again, he was like, Mr. Such and Such and Miss what's her name just landed a few minutes ago, like 20 minutes ago. So I'm sitting in the Kroger parking lot like what does this mean? I'm in a state of shock, actually. So my head is spinning by this time. My blood pressure's going up. And I'm like, what does this mean? So I'm like, okay. So right after that, my husband calls, and I was trying to hold it in and trying to hold what I was feeling in. So I was like, I'm not going to say anything right now. I'm going to wait till he gets to the house, because he was like, oh, I missed you. It's been a long, long week. This is the hardest money I ever earned, but I wish you could have gone with me. And I was like, okay, well, you can tell me about your trip when you get home. So, okay, stand by, y'all, for the rest. Comes home, I greet him at the door, give him a hug and a kiss, and ask him about his trip while he's unpacking. And so I'm like, show me some pictures from your trip. And he was like, oh, I didn't take any pictures. I was running around working, and we were just so busy and on the go. We were just, just going to and fro. So I was like, oh, okay. So we go to have dinner. I was like, hey, I called the airlines to see what time your flight was getting in. And I said, they told me there was someone else on your itinerary. And I tell him the person's name. And he was like, who is that? And I was like, I don't know. You tell me. He was like, oh, I don't know who that is. And he was like, He said, they must have made a mistake. So I was like, well, okay. So I went along with it, but something about it, my spirit just was not feeling right. So I was like, something about this is just not right. So that night when we go to bed, he's sleeping over there just snoring. I'm over there tossing and turning, because I was like, something about this just does not feel right. Mm-hmm. So something tells me in the morning when you get up, go check your credit card bills that are on the counter. So the credit card bills are all stacked up out on our kitchen counter, and I don't open them because I don't pay the bill. I mean, it's American Express bill each month. They be high. So I was like, I ain't got none on it, so no need for me to open them. But that was my account, and I added him to it years ago, and I just let him open it, open the bill and pay it. And there was sometimes I would open it, but most times I would just look at my portion of it and just keep it moving. So that morning when I get up, I go to church, and he tells me that he had to leave because he had to catch up on work and all that kind of stuff later on in the day. So I was like, okay. So I go to church, and when I come back from church, I get ready to go to the Falcon game. But something was like, check one of those credit card bills before you go. When I opened up that bill, the woman that the airline employee mentioned that was on his itinerary, her name was up and down my credit card bill. Flights here, flights there, flights to Paris, Delta vacations, a country here, an island there. So I'm thinking this was in 1 month. So I'm sitting there like, what in the world? So by this time, y'all, I'm steaming, and I got to go to this Falcon game with my girlfriends and try to act like I'm having a good time. But the whole time, my mind is racing. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay. So I come home that night. I stack up all those bills. I got bills for like 8 months worth of bills. Actually, that was October, so 10 months. I pulled from December of 21 to October of 22. And when I tell you, it was very telling. This woman's name was on every one of my bills for each of those months, several times. So while I thought he was out working and telling me that I couldn't travel with him because, he didn't want to get distracted, Oh, he had a travel mate, all right. He had one. Stand by for part. I go through all these credit card bills, finds this girl's name for months on my credit card bills, for the last 10 months specifically. So at that time, I try to call his phone, call my husband's phone and text him. No answer, no text back. So I called his boy's house. He told me he was going to his boy's house to watch football. No answer from him. So I texted him and was like, hey, is he with you? No answer back. Then all of a sudden, here come my phone ringing. It's my husband. Like, oh, I ran out to get something to eat. Like, what's up? And I was like, oh, you know what's up? I said, and I started repeating the girl's name. And he was like, why you keep saying that name? And I was like, I kept saying the name. So he was like, I don't understand why you keep calling the name. And I was like, oh, yeah. I said, your gig is up. I was like, you nasty motherfucker. I was like, your gig is up. So he was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm on my way home. I was like, bring your ass on home. I was like, come home. Because by this time, I'm furious. So I hang up the phone. I'm just like livid, y'all. I promise you. I think my blood pressure was on like 1,000 that day. So he comes in, and he come in like all Billy Bad, like, why you keep mentioning that name? And I was like, you tell me why I keep mentioning that name. So I was like, I'm going to ask you this. I said, I'm going to ask you one time. I said, no, I know the truth. I was like, was such and such on this flight with you? He was like, no, I don't know why you keep mentioning that name. I don't know who that is. I said, I'm going to ask you one more motherfucking time and know that I know the truth. Don't lie to me. And it was like this mask fell off of him. And he sat down in his chair and he was like, yeah, she was with me. And I was like, okay. I said, so that's your girlfriend? He was like, yeah. I said, well, how long you been with her? He said, a couple of years. And I was like, okay. So by this time, I can't hold it together. I mean, I think all I remember doing, I remember crying, and I had a really, really bad headache. And all he said to me was, and this was what he says was really kind of like cut me. He was like he was relieved. He was like, at least I ain't got to lie no more. I'm sorry I hurt you, but at least I don't have to lie anymore. So by this time, I'm like, say what now? So I'm screaming, I'm yelling. My son's upstairs. He comes down, goes back up, because I was like, everything's fine. But my head is like hurting like really, really bad, guys. So I come back to my bathroom to try to get some medicine. So I was like, let me take my blood pressure. Blood pressure was like 190 over 110 or some crazy shit like that. So I was like, I got to get to a hospital. So my head is banging and I know I need to go to the hospital. I know something is wrong. So of course I'm crying. I'm hysterical, trying to put my clothes on. He's trying to touch me and pet me up like, oh, I'm just so sorry that I made you feel this way. Now, didn't really have any compassion in his voice, any of that kind of stuff. So I was like, don't touch me. So I drive myself to the airport. He was like, I'll drive you. I was like, I said, I'll take my chances. I drive myself to the airport. I get there. Blood pressure is off the charts to the point they're like, ma'am, you're about to have a stroke. You got to calm down. And I really couldn't even talk. So they were like, you got to calm down. So they call my doctor. We get the medicine. They try to get it under control. So I'm there for a couple of hours. So I come home and he's sitting on the couch eating Cheetos like ain't shit happened, right? And he comes in like, oh, what they say? And I was like, they said they got my pressure, kind of down because it went all the way down. Let's go see a doctor in the morning. So that night I could not sleep. I cried all night long to the point when I got up that morning, I really couldn't even see. My eyes were so swollen. So I'm tore up, right? So I go out later that morning. He's upstairs. I come upstairs because I slept in another bedroom. He's around here like, like doo-doo-doo. Like, he having a good day and shit. Like, his burdens is light. Mine heavy, but his is light. So, I come up and then he's out in our family room and I was like, look, I said, I don't know. And I'm still in a state of confusion. So I was like, I don't know what happened last night. And I was like, I don't know what I've done wrong. Because by this time I'm blaming myself. I was like, I know I'm getting older, but I try to keep myself up.
Listen.
I try to look nice. Do whatever I can as a wife. I was like, I've tried my best, so I don't even know what I could have done or what I can do. So I'm taking the blame. And he was like, oh, it's not you. Like, it's not you. So, But I'm like, no, like it's got to be me. He was like, no, you. He's like, you're a good wife. You've been a really good wife. So I was like, well, I'll tell you what. I was like, I'm confused here. I was like, so what we need to do, I was like, I think we need to sell the house. Let's move away, try to start over. You go to counseling. I go to counseling. We do some counseling and we start over. So he was kind of like real smug with it. Like, well, if that's what you want, like, yeah, we can do that. So I was like, well, what about her? Are you going to stop seeing her? So he paused for like 20 seconds and kind of tilted his head to the side. He was like, I ain't going to tell you I'm going to stop seeing her. And I was like, then you want a divorce? He was like, oh, I don't want a divorce. He was like, I ain't going to let nobody fuck up my money. And I was blown away. When he hit me with I don't want a divorce, but I'm going to keep seeing her because I ain't going to let nobody fuck up my money. Let me tell you something. That was definitely the wrong answer and told me everything I needed to know about him, about the marriage, and what I needed to do next. So for the next couple of days, I'm still in a state of confusion. And I remember once I found the girl's name, I went to Instagram, good old Instagram, you go look there, you find anything. So I look up her name, I see her, and I'm really like feeling down. I'm like, oh my God, like she's beautiful. He wants him someone younger, like I ain't all that, So I'm just tearing my ass up. So, my girls called later that day. My best friend called that morning and was checking in on me, and I was trying to hide it from her, but I couldn't. So I'm like in a ball of tears, tell her what's happened. She's in a state of shock. And usually she always got something to say, but she was left speechless. So she calls my other girlfriend. She calls. We all in a state of shock. Everybody's tore to pieces. So that day, after, I tell them what happened and everything, we just call it, we all were shocked. So the next day I go and meet with them because I see this girl on Instagram and I'm telling them about it. So they asked me to come out to have lunch with them, my two girlfriends. So, because they needed to tell me something. So, and I bring it up. I was like, well, I see her pictures on Instagram. And I was like, she's pretty. And they were like, girl, she ain't all that damn pretty. Like, that's filters and plastic surgery and a whole bunch of other shit. Like, girl, it ain't even all that. And they were like, and kind of, it's like, we ain't trying to offend you. Y'all actually kind of favor each other. Like, she may be the younger version of you. So I'm thinking, like, I don't look like her. Like, that girl's, pretty. Like, I don't look like that. So in the interim, I was like, well, at least I said they don't have any pictures of themselves up on her Instagram. So my girlfriends was like, that's why we needed to meet with you, because they were like, there is a picture out there. So by this time, y'all, I'm devastated. So our food tries to come. We have papados. Food comes. I'm so distraught from tears and looking a hot mess. Couldn't really even eat. And we went into how bad off I was. You bad off when you can't do this. We needed to pray over our food. I couldn't even put my hands together to pray. I have never had that to happen. I couldn't even pray. I literally put my head down on the table while they were saying a prayer and cried. And basically they made me try to eat because I really could not eat anything. So it was just a complete mess. So when I get home, my husband, he was actually gone. I think he was gone, but he claimed he had a trip or something. And then he tells me when he did come home, like, well, I need to talk to you because I think we need a little break. So he was like, you need a break so you can think about some things. And I was like, huh? Like, I need to think about some things. He was like, yeah, you need a break so you can think about some things. Yeah, to add insult to injury, he tells me he needs to go away for 3 to 6 months for me to think about some things and to think some things over. And I was like, I need to think some things over. I was like, I don't need to think about anything. He was like, yeah, I need to go away so you can think about some things. So I'm like, okay. And this is a straw that broke the camel's back when he said this. And I knew that this man actually had no love for me and that he had been planning and plotting for a long time. He was like, yeah, and if you find somebody in that 3 to 6 month time frame, I'll understand. Now, who tell their spouse that? If they really love you, they don't want you all sleeping with nobody else. Not if everybody normal, ain't nobody sick or doing anything like that. So I knew then, I was like, I don't have but one other option. Divorce is the only option for me. And I tell you, I prayed about it, asked God about it. And when I tell you, he was sending me signs. If you listen, he will send you signs. And he sent me sign after sign after sign, y'all. So I did. I filed for divorce. And each day I've gotten stronger. And I think my husband thought that, I don't know what he thought about me or what kind of person I was, but because he knew how I felt about infidelity. And I always used to tell him, hey, if something ever happens, tell me on the front end, because I'm gonna hurt one way or the other, on the front end, on the back end. Just let me know,
right.
But don't play me for no fool. So I guess he thought he got Boo Boo the fool over here. So I was like, okay. And for Miss Girl that you saw in the video, yeah, she knew about me. He would have her at restaurants, hotels, games. Had other women serving me my drinks. They feet under my table speaking to me, and he's sleeping with all these women. That is humiliating, y'all. So, you know what? I was like, if you give me shit to taste, I'm going to let you taste it back. So, to the airport video. Yeah, I was shocked. I was dismayed because that was my first time seeing them. I knew eventually that I would see them out somewhere. It's Atlanta, and hey, it's a small town. So, it's a big town, but it's a small town too. So, I was like, okay, I'm going to try my best to be classy and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes that just don't work, because when you go in a gutter, when people go gutter with you, and I have to apologize to Michelle Obama, girl, when you said that, when they go low, we go high, that ain't my motto, because when they go low, I go lower, I go gutter. I'm going gutter. I'm going to swim down with the rats with your ass. Ooh. So I was like, okay, yeah. So she knew, and she was on Instagram sending all her little subliminal messages and all of that. Like, yeah, okay. I got you, girl. But y'all, when all this is over, I got a little story to tell about her and the rest of his story too. Our story. It's actually our story because it's my story to tell. So I'll share more with you all, but let me tell you something that's a cautionary tale. If you all want to move on, just say you want to move on, y'all. Because if you fuck around, you definitely going to find out. That's why a lot of them be ending up all snap.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Whew. Didn't I tell y'all she had a story to tell? Oh my God. Didn't I tell y'all she had a story to tell? Oh my God. Now let me go to my comments, because I know y'all put some comments down in here. Let me see. Whew. Man. Dina said, hey, Tamika. Okay. Thank y'all for sprinkling out. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, sweetheart. Thank you for coming in here. Hey, Karika. Hey, love. Thank you for coming in here. Hey, Queen Diva. Queen Diva says, shaking my head. Exactly. Craziness. Tamika said, couldn't have been me. Tamika said, couldn't have been me. Woo-wee. Man. Dina said, she said, now, why in the hell would I put, no way in the hell I will put up with that? Exactly. Okay. All right. Right there, Dina. See, she didn't know. This is okay. Now we've seen the video, right? Now let's go back to what she was talking about in the video. Thank y'all for sprinkling. All right. First thing I noticed, and as women, the first thing we try to do, that's exactly what she did. Did y'all notice how she was trying to say it was her? Maybe she wasn't pretty enough. But see, y'all, that's why I told you I want y'all to listen and pull some points out of it. All right. She's sitting there blaming herself. That's what we do every time as women. Now, let me say this. I'm not going to judge her. I can't judge her, and I will not judge her. Because you know why? Like I said, y'all know Miss J, keep it 100 with y'all. I got part two. I got a part two coming where, because everybody was talking about how she was messing with him when he was married the first time and all. See, I got all of that. That's going to be in part two. I'm not showing that right now, because I don't want us to get all confused and miscombobulated. We're going to talk about this right here, and then I'm going to come back probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I might do a special, do it Tuesday or Wednesday night. I'm thinking it's going to be a 4-parter, because then I turn around, I have the divorce papers. You see what I'm saying? Copies of that. So, yes, it's going to be about 4 parts. 4 parts. I'm not going to do it on Sunday. I'll probably come back, like I said, next week and do part 2. 2 or 3 days. I might try to get it all done within this week coming up, okay? But anyway, that's what we do. We always try to blame ourselves and all of that, right? Now, like I stated before, people trying to say that um he was okay when he was married when she met him. All right. She was in her late 20s, I think, something like that, when she met him and all that. He's 64 now. Okay. So they trying to say no, she messed with him while he was married. So now I'm not gonna I'm not gonna I'm not going to call her out on that. See, because I'm guilty of that myself. I told y'all when I talk about stuff, I be honest about it. I'm guilty of that myself. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna, no, it was wrong. It's wrong to do that. It's wrong to do that. It is. I have the video of her explaining because she starts seeing everybody saying that she was a home wrecker. His first, she cleared it all up. She cleared it all up. I'm not gonna show that one because I don't want us to get confused. I want to talk about this. Let's talk about this. But it happens. It happens. You see what I'm saying? I y'all, some of y'all might not want to admit it, but yes, I'm guilty of that. Yes, I did it. Sure did. I sure did. I did. But now let's look at this. Let's look at this thing this way. As a woman, how many? Okay, my ladies and my queen is watching that. Let me ask this question. Okay, he's a big CEO of his company, so he makes about $80,000 to $90,000 a month. So see, she's used to this. What's that word? Affluent. In Atlanta, she's used to that affluent lifestyle. She's used to that. Okay, for years she's used to that. So that's why But now, me as a woman, you going over there in Europe, I'm gonna want to go. But he trying to take his excuse was she would be his distraction. Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? And that's what he would tell her when he was going off on these business trips. No, baby, I really want love for you to come, but you're gonna be a distraction. They eat pens. You're gonna be a distraction. That's what he was telling her. But as a woman, now let me ask this: would y'all, if y'all think, but just without thinking, so do y'all think y'all would have left that at that if he would have you going to Europe? Do you think you would have just left that at that? Nah, baby, Oh, okay. All right. I just be here with you. Do y'all think y'all would have left that at that? I know I wouldn't, but bad as my mouth is, I know my damn mouth. I know it. I know it. And see, I know me. You going to Europe for a business trip? Hell yeah. Let me start packing. I'm following you all the way to the damn airport. We gonna do something? See, I'm stupid. Where's that, baby? We going together. You see what I'm saying? I'm stupid out there. I'm packing too. Yep, getting on up, jumping in my car. I'm following your ass right on to the airport. We going. Oh, I'm going with you. See, I know me. See, I going to Europe, but see, obviously was not her train of thought. That's what she's been. Here we go. She's been conditioned. There we go, baby. She's been conditioned with that. Oh, okay. Nah, baby, I would love for you to go, man. Baby, I would love for you to go, but fine as your ass said, you'll be a distraction for me. I got to get out here and make this money. Did y'all feel what I just said to y'all? You see what I'm saying? You can turn it off now, baby. Cold, you turn it off. I done got cool down. It'll cool down here now. But y'all see what I'm saying, right? Y'all see how he can slide that in there like that, baby, your fine ass. I sure would love you to be with me, but you'll be a distraction. I just can't. I need to go ahead and make us this money. Let me get these deals closed up, and I'm coming on back home to you, baby. But all the while, and I will tell her name. Her name is Sabrina Hutton. That's her name. And she's married. We're going to get into all that on them other episodes. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. For 20 something years. Mm-hmm. Husband got a lot of money too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to talk about all that. Yeah, this is so juicy. This is so juicy. But I wanted Gail to tell her story. And I want us ladies to have a conversation about it. Honest conversation about it. I feel for her. Okay, now when we get to the part where you gonna tell me that I ain't gonna tell you now I'm gonna stop seeing her. See, that's a problem. You see, Now she did the right thing where you talking about getting divorced in. See, he probably thought she gonna be, cause all this money, okay. In olden days, how many know this term right here? In olden days, they call it a kept woman. And she's been a kept woman for just about 26 years, for 26 years. A kept woman from day one, really, when he met her. Uh-huh. He was she was a kept woman from day one, even though he was married. So see, you gotta ask yourself, do you want to lose all of that right now? And that's now she's finding. How about this? Now she's finding out about all the other women. Mm-hmm. Let me look at my comments. Dina said, let me see what Dina said. Y'all got to excuse my cricket glass. I got them on quick. I think I would have just kept him there and spent all his. Dina said she would have kept. She thinks she would have kept him there and spent all his money. Okay. Hey. Okay. Okay. Let's do this thing. Let's flip this thing around. Let's say that was her. Let's say that was her. Do you think he was? Do you think he would have stayed there? And like you said, Dina, just spent up there, just spent the money up. You going on sleep in that room in there, and I'm gonna stay in this room right here, but we ain't gonna get no divorce. Y'all know it's couples like that. Those affluent and rich couples like that. Donald Trump is like that. Yeah, I said it. I said it. And I'm gonna tell y'all how I know that. Because it was one of his personal assistants during time he was president, was working for him, and he fired her for some reason. Her and her friends sitting out and eating in a restaurant, and she spilled the beans about everything in that White House. About he sleep in one room, and Lena sleep in the other room. Mm-hmm. Y'all didn't see that. That was all on the news. Yes. Which I figured that anyway. But it's couples like that. It is couples like that. Still gonna be married. Still gonna be married. Thank y'all for coming, my IG family. It's still couples like that. Okay. But now what I want y'all to still drill into, how she kept blaming herself. How she kept blaming herself. That's wrong, ladies, for us to do that, but we don't know no better. Now the young lady, really, she does. She does. Let me see, can I pull a picture? She does favor her. She really does. I'm not gonna lie about that. She really favor her. Cause when I looked at her picture, I'm like, okay, she do favor her. She do. Younger version. A younger version. He's 64 now. So they've been married 26 years. Okay, but he's 64 now. So Sabrina gonna do just like the mother. We're gonna spend up all his money. Gonna spend it up. Gonna spend it up. But when I show y'all those divorce papers and everything that she done found out that he's been doing with Sabrina and several other women, whew, y'all, I'm gonna spill the tea. Y'all bring y'all cup of tea. I'm gonna spill it because I'm trying to tell you. When I saw this shit, I'm like, oh my God. Another thing, how can you be in a marriage and you don't suspect nothing? I'm not getting that. If I'm wrong, y'all let me know. Let me know. Dina said, she said, maybe she blamed herself because she went with him when he was married. Okay, let's look at that. Probably so. But she was talking about her looks. You see what I'm saying? Maybe I'm thinking I'm not pretty enough now. I'm getting older now. See, she was beating herself up real bad. And it won't her. Like he told her. She said he told her. It won't you. It's not you. It's me. He told her you a good wife. But you see how good you can be? And them motherfuckers still get out there and do what they gonna do? Yeah, I said it. Do you see how good you can be? Faithful you can be. Now you got some nasty ass that will still get right out there and just dig all that nasty dirt. We're gonna talk about all that on the next one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This woman uncovered a lot of stuff that was buried. Or shall I say, he thought was buried. But everything came to the surface. Isn't that so? When you start filing for divorce, everything, you find everything then. Yes. Yes. Let me see what else. Let me get my comments. Let me check my comments. I want y'all to think I'm not looking at y'all comments. I thank y'all for being in here. Queen Diva said that's crazy. Yeah. But I look at now they got kids, but they grown. You know, they grown. They do. They have kids and all. But pretty sure divorce is final because it's over in this was like 2 years ago, about a year and a half ago. Then two no, it's not final. Divorce is not final. I think it's gonna be final this year. Um, but when oh gosh, an email she sent, oh my Jesus. Man, I could not believe what I was reading. I could not believe what I was reading. I didn't have no pearls on, but I was clutching them. Man, it's some dirty MFers out here. Whew. Are you serious? But see, this is what happened when you get some men like that got all this kind of money. All right. And they know the young girls in their early 20s or late 20s or middle 20s. She was a single parent at the time, all of that. You see what I'm saying? She was a single parent. So to me, I think he preyed on younger women like that. That's just now she said that in one of her videos that he liked it younger women in their 20s and 30s. That's it. He's not gonna go no further. He's not gonna go no further. But what do y'all think? What do y'all think she was blind until all this came out? Do y'all think she should have known something? The Euro trip would have did it for me. I'm sorry. The Euro trip would have did it for me. Okay, and let's talk about real quick. The bitch spending her money, her American Express card. Huh? See, that's enough right there now for me to come to your house. See, it was her card, but she put him. She didn't use it like that. She put him up there as a second user. And when I show y'all the stuff that girl was using her card for, are you fucking kidding me? Ooh-wee. Yeah, I said it. I'm trying to tell you. I'm gonna spill the tea. It's gonna get all on the floor. It's gonna get all y'all look for that flight for part 2. Whew, this is crazy. And I hope she get every dime. eh, Mm, mm. Divorce. I hope she get every dime that he won't have a pot that he won't have a damn winner to throw the pot in the piss out of. And then I really it's wrong. It's really wrong. Now she gonna walk around and probably still keep blaming herself. But now when she confronted him, or as usual, they're gonna act like they don't know what you're talking about. So she was giving them chances. She was giving them chance to go and tell the truth. But see, that was me. See, I couldn't have waited till he got home. I'm gonna go and start fussing and cussing out on the phone for that. He probably won't come home then. But I think she did right. Letting him come on in the house. That was a good move she did right there. Let him come on, bring your ass on in the house. Come on in the house. But she kept her composure. I commend her for that. I know me. I've been saying who is Sabrina? Yeah, see, I've been bringing up, but she was asking him, and of course he's playing stupid. That's what they do. That's what they do. Gail get all his money. Get all his money. That he won't have a damn window and a pot to piss in to throw it out. Get it. Get it. Get it. I hate you going through this. I hate you going through this. Let me see. Dina said, I will be at the airport. Yep. At the airport. All right, let's talk about that. The flight, not the flight attendant, the representative. A lot of people trying to say that I don't know if it was a male or female. I couldn't catch it. Did she say he said or she said? But I know, but a lot of people saying that him or her shouldn't have said that, shouldn't have told that. What y'all think about that? I don't know if Gail know the flight attendant, not the representative, have a relationship or a relationship, seeing them all the time, or recognize the person's name. This is so and so and so. How can I help you? Oh, hey, this is Gail. So I don't know. All right, now here's my opinion about that. Me personally, this is my personal opinion about it. I feel like the representative was out of line. I just do. It kind of makes me wonder, do the representative know Sabrina? Know Sabrina is married, and here it is, she cheating with this man? Or did the representative know Harold in some kind of way? Something, maybe the representative show their face after a while. I don't know. But when he or she kept saying, no, I don't need to know all that. I think the representative tried to say, look, I'm trying to tell you something. And see, that's the part that I feel, this is my opinion now. This is my opinion. That's the part that I feel that a representative should just went, when she asked, has his flight came in, blah, 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 he or she, I think he or she should have said, yes, it just landed 20 minutes ago. Now, what Gail would have done with that from that point on, we don't know. All right, now let me flip this thing. If the representative never wouldn't have said anything, this problem would have never came to light. He probably still messing with her for a couple more years. Okay? From my understanding, he messed with her for a while. Okay? So if the representative wouldn't have said nothing, it probably would have continued on. It probably continued on, but like he said, he glad he was tired of lying. So I think this man was at his point where he was going. I think he was going to really let Gail know that he wanted a divorce somewhere down the line. I think he was really getting in that mode to do that. I really do. But as far as a representative, this is my personal opinion. Now, what y'all think? Y'all let me know. I think they shouldn't have went that far with it. But it's out in the open now. She knows, about it. She done found out everything and some more things, which I'm gonna tell y'all about and show y'all. She done found out, So now what she's doing the right thing. Get what belongs to you, boo boo. Get what belongs to you. And it's just like a damn DMX song to me. Yeah. Myra, Sabrina, Betty. Really? Myra, Sabrina, Betty, Cassandra, Fatima. That's just like God rest his soul. DMX song. What the hell, Harold? Really? I'm gonna spill the tea. I'm gonna spill the tea. Let me look at my comments. What y'all think? I know this is shocking, isn't it? But it happens. All right. And Dina, she said maybe she wanted her. He or she right. See, that's what I'm thinking. That don't nobody know if the representative know Gail in any kind of way. Don't nobody know. Maybe that'll come out. Maybe the representative he or she'll show their face. But a lot of people saying he or she shouldn't have done that. Then there's some people saying glad he did. He or she did. It's 50, it's 50-50. A lot of people feel like they should have stayed, just say yes, it did 20 minutes ago. And that person, I think, my opinion, I think that person went too far in saying yes, her and Sabrina and and who is that? See, that person went as far as even telling the name. So what y'all think about that? Y'all put in the comments that you're watching now and the ones gonna be watching a replay. What do y'all think about that representative? Do y'all think they was pushing to let it get on it? Because the representative probably been seeing him and Sabrina on boarding a lot. I think Representative know Gail in some kind of capacity. Cause they hold season tickets for the Falcons. Maybe Representative do the same thing and be seeing Gail there. You never know. But something is not right that representative just kept putting it like I'm trying to tell you something. Y'all feel what I'm trying to say? I don't know. But that's it, y'all. That's it. All thing I'm gonna tell y'all is buckle up. I'm gonna skip tomorrow. I might try to do it Tuesday, Wednesday, part 2. Okay, buckle up. Y'all bring your tea and I'm gonna bring mine because I'm gonna be spilling a whole lot of it. I'm trying to tell y'all. I just want y'all to keep up. Just keep up. This saga continues. All right. Nobody else have anything to say? Let me check my comments again. I appreciate y'all coming. I appreciate my loves over there on Instagram. How are y'all doing? Yes, I noticed y'all first time in a long time seeing Miss J over here, but get used to it. Get used to it. I had to figure out a way how I can do this so I can be live on another device too. I got it now. But anyway, I love y'all. You know you queen do. And yes, don't y'all forget to go to my shop and get your merchandise. Don't forget, ooh, the glass are nasty. Don't forget to do that. This is one of my shirts here. Of course, I got a white mic this time. Black gold letters, okay? Miss J's Unfiltered Talk Show and Podcast merchandise store is open. You can get your crown. You can get your crown. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Surely is, Karika. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Y'all better hold on, cause I'm now when I come either probably Tuesday or Wednesday with part 2 of this. Whoo wee. Mm, mm. Y'all gonna be like, what in the world? Miss J got me spilling my tea all on the floor. Yeah, all right, loves. I love y'all. Go to my shop. I'm gonna put in the comments real quick. Here's my shop, and I forgot to do it again, y'all. Don't hold it against me. Don't hold it against me. Do not hold it against me. I forgot to put my website up here before I came on. That's my bad. That's my fault. I forgot it. Here it is. I'm doing it again, but it's gonna be real quick. It's gonna be real quick. Y'all make sure y'all go grab your crowns, my loves. Gold or silver. Gold or silver. Y'all got my gold one on. Uh, there we go. There we go. Dot site. There it is right there, loves. Y'all go check out merchandise. If you want a customized t-shirt, I can do that also. Something with a different saying on. Which I'm gonna show y'all one. I'm gonna post one I did today. Which is going out. There it is right there. There it is right there. Make sure y'all go. Take a look around. Want something different on your shirt? Let me know. Long sleeve or short sleeve. And I got you, all right? Thank y'all, love, for coming in here. Get ready for part 2. Because it's going to be a humdinger. Y'all know I love you. See y'all, my queenies. See y'all, my queenies. Thank you for coming. Please